Greetings, OACP members. We've got a busy week ahead of us, and so I'm going to try to be as succinct as possible with this update. As you know, there's a lot going on with the legislative process, and I'm going to update you on that. But I'm also going to talk to you about a few other important things that are going on with the association and some things we could use your help with. So let's get started. I want to begin by thanking all of you that have already registered for the ELVS conference this year. As you know, normally, beginning of the year, we meet in Seaside for the ELTS conference, the Executive Leadership Training Seminars. And I think we'd all like to get back to those in-person trainings, but we're still having to do things a little bit differently. So this year, we're doing it virtually. And I know a number of you have already registered. For those of you who haven't, I hope you will. It's going to be an excellent conference. It's scheduled one day each week for 4 weeks with a 4-hour training segment each of the scheduled conference days from 8 to noon. The first day of the conference is next Tuesday, the 16th, and then the following 3 Mondays after that will be the other conference days. We have an excellent lineup of presenters. All the details can be found on the OACP website, and I'm including a link that you can just click on in the email that accompanies this video so you can go directly to the registration page. If you're unable to participate in one of the sessions, you'll be able to access those for a full month after the conference. So please consider registering for the conference. I want to tell you this year, as you know, has been a very difficult year financially for the association. Conferences are one of the ways we stay afloat. And so if you've registered and you could add some additional members of your leadership team, we'd encourage you to do so. And we think it's going to be an excellent conference. So please click on the link if you haven't registered, and we'll see you at the ELVS conference. Second, I'd like to update you on some things that are going on at the state capitol and talk about a few specific bills. I want to mention that in the email that is accompanying this video, I'm sending out, again, our bill tracking reports. And you can see here what's called the scheduled hearings report. That's the one that tells you what's coming up. But I'd like to talk about a few specific issues that I think are probably top of mind for many of you. I'm also including in this email a list of all of the testimony we've submitted on bills. As you know, almost every week we have several bills to address, and I wanted you to have that information so when you're talking to your own legislators, you can tell them what's going on and have the detail. A few specific bills I want to cover today. The first one involves an email I sent you yesterday. It revolves around House Bill 2932. There's a bill in the legislature that would require a brand new database for use of force reporting. It would require you not only to report deadly use of force incidents, but even threatened use of force. And our strategy and what we're trying to accomplish is the idea that we would use the FBI National Use of Force database. It's far better thought out. It deals with the kind of use of force incidents we believe the public is most interested in. But here's the catch. We need Oregon law enforcement agencies to enroll in that FBI National Use of Force database. I sent you out information yesterday about a training that's being done, because right now we have 92% of all officers in Oregon covered. We have that many agencies right now enrolled. We still have a number of agencies that haven't yet signed up, but you can't just enroll, you also have to enter data. And so our data entry rate is far lower. And so this training is to help walk your folks through how to enter the data. One thing to recognize is you have to enter data even if you don't have any use of force incidents. You just report 0, but that is what's called participating. So our enrollment rate is high. We want to get it higher. Our participation rate is lower. And so we hope that you'll take advantage of that opportunity to participate in that training. Second, I know there's a couple bills that I'm hearing about quite a bit from all of you that you're very concerned about. The first one is Senate Bill 238. That's the one that would virtually eliminate our ability to put resource officers in our schools. It would also probably remove the opportunity to have school police departments like the Beaverton School Police. It's a terrible bill. I just want you to know that we are very actively involved in trying to kill that bill and prevent it from moving forward. You can help by identifying in your own area, if you do have school resource officers, good stories, good spokespeople outside of law enforcement, even students that might be willing to testify if we end up having a hearing. I think on this one, we're going to have to just go all out and have everybody come and testify. The next bill I want to mention really quick is Senate Bill 612. That's a bill that I know many of you are concerned about because it would require post-secondary education in order to be employed as a law enforcement officer. Of course, that would be very prohibitive, not to mention the fact that some of our very best officers do not have four-year degrees. I can tell you at this point, I have an assurance from the chair of the Judiciary Committee in the Senate that that bill is not moving forward. I wanted you to know that. So that's a few of the bills that are top of mind right now. If you have questions about any others, please let me know. Again, refer to the email to find our testimony on some of the key bills that have already made their way to a hearing in the legislature. I want to thank members of what we call the Strategic Review Team. It's a group of chiefs and sheriffs that have committed to respond quickly with feedback, with testimony. They are doing an excellent job, and I just want to thank them. There's just no way for me to do my job and no way for us to be successful without their work. That's all for this week's weekly update. Again, thank you for supporting the association. Please let me know if you have any questions, and I hope you have a safe and a good week. Thank you all.